And we're live.
And there she goes.
Back again, boys. Look at that. The gang reunited. God, it feels so good. What's up? How's everyone?
You're in a good
Can't
mood.
complain. Can't complain.
Steph over
Feeling the
there,
night.
flying high.
Box seats. No, bro, I'm humble. You know me, I
Got
always say.
got a nice little surprise this afternoon, didn't you, Steph?
I'm just staying humble. I was watching a very good game of football today. The Toffees. I've always liked toffee. One of my favorite candies. Honestly, though, no, we have to stay calm. Like this doesn't mean anything. I guess it's good on goal difference, but I knew Everton would bottle it right at the end. It was too good. It was
I
too
mean,
good.
but that wasn't really their fault though. That was
No,
just a
Man
good
City are
goal
incredible.
by. Yeah,
What?
that was just a good goal by Doku.
Dorgu, yeah.
No, they were gassed. You gave him too much space. Anyone would take that shot. Like it was a perfect setup. Like it was written. 9 extra minutes of football. Like come on. I was just sitting there like it's gonna happen. It's either gonna be
Well, I
Donnarumma
mean,
or
well, you know
uh,
that the dude that Everton. I think it was the Everton defender. He ended up sliding out the pitch and then catching the cramp, so they had to take time for that. Then they started wasting time, and then the substitution. So they had to add on. Even after that 6 minute, they had to add on. I think about a couple of more minutes because of that. So.
it's convenient how that works out for Man City. Like, but that's what good teams do, right? They take every minute of the game and perform. So,
Gotta
Yeah.
do what you gotta do.
because how are you gonna concede? Straight after the goal. Did you guys see Haaland's goal? I think it was like 30 seconds in
Yeah,
between.
but
Yeah,
that was a
it's
good
nice.
pass though. That was a good pass though. You can't. Can you say that's not a good pass? Split directly in between the two. Even that was bad defending by Everton, which is
I was gonna
true
say it was more bad defending.
because they left that big old gap. They did leave a
That
big gap
that that
for
kickoff
them to make
glitch.
that pass. Yeah,
That old FIFA
I
kickoff
think
glitch.
I think they just shut off. I think they just shut off for that point in time. They were
No, I
already
think
thinking,
Man
"Oh,
City have that in their bag. They used to do that with Edison.
Yeah.
But they
That,
didn't even
that,
go to the keeper though. That wasn't even to the keeper. That they literally just did. They just passed the ball, and then from that pass,
but that's
they
what
were
I'm
in
saying.
on
Like the
goal.
quick, just one pass over the top. Like when the defense is sleeping, Man City are never sleeping. They see where your line is. Boom, one time, go run for it. So, hey, 3-3. It's a good result. I think that's what 5 points now, still with a game in hand. All we got to do is win out. We got what? Who do we got? Burnley, Palace, West Ham.
Palace at the end, yeah. Palace will be a tough one though.
No, it's not.
In,
I think what that's Glasgow's last game.
maybe. But we're gonna want to go out on a high and prevent you guys from winning anything.
I doubt
Not
it.
only that, you still have Champions League too, depending on
Yeah,
how
you got
Champions League goes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
going
We're rolling off of the high of the Prem
yeah,
because
going
hear
out
my
to
theory.
see.
Hear my theory. Right? Everton, Arteta link, Kevin Campbell link. You know, guess what? Crystal Palace, South London. Arsenal used to be in South London. Aston Villa. Unai Emery, do us a favor. You know,
He ain't gonna want to do y'all no favors, bro.
no, but he has
No,
to do
not at
himself
all.
a favor, right? Because what they
Uh,
might be in the Europa League final, and then what? Where are they at? They're fifth place, so they're still fighting for European.
yeah, no doubt. He's definitely not gonna want to give you anything, especially over Arsenal.
So
Yeah, you guys just have to win out. That's it.
just
That's
go.
all you guys got to
You'll
do.
you'll you'll have time though, because you're gonna go out tomorrow. Or what do you play Wednesday?
No, we play tomorrow.
No
Yeah,
Tuesday.
that's what I thought. That's
We play
that's what I
tomorrow.
thought. Yeah, you'll have time. You're going out tomorrow, so don't worry about it.
Where am I going? Where else?
Out,
No,
out,
but what are you implying? What are you implying?
out.
You should just be happy you're there for the first time in how many years. You can talk now.
Hey,
You can say something.
I'm very happy about it. We
You
we
know,
overachievers over here, bro.
we,
Hey,
we,
ain't
we
nothing
are.
you can say. Bottle job.
Hey, we're still in the
Where my
champs. We'll see tomorrow.
where
We'll
my
see tomorrow. We
Arsenal
can do another
cheers at?
episode tomorrow just to talk about it. Because I think we're gonna go. I think we're on a confidence high right now, especially it was 3-0 against Fulham. I texted this in the group. I was like, we can score now. Look at that. It's like we're free. All of a sudden, we can score. Hey, bro. Lewis Skelly in the midfield. Hey,
Hey,
Gyökeres.
I ain't gonna lie, he
Gyökeres'
was great.
confidence is leading this team. We spoke about having a leader on the team, and if you can get a player that can pull you guys from your lowest point, like Gyökeres. You see how I'm leaning back? You see how I'm chilling? A couple of weeks ago, I was in a dark
You
place.
was not
Whoa, you
singing the
missed it.
same songs a couple of weeks
You
ago,
missed it. I was
bro.
in a sad place, bro.
All up in your feelings.
All up in my feelings, but that's football. It's a game
Man,
of emotions. You know, it's
it's
waves,
football.
highs and lows. You know, but you got to be real. Atletico is a good team, but I really do think we're gonna get like 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
I don't know. For some reason,
Did
I
you
have a
see
feeling
this
Atletico is going to
Gyökeres
win.
link up? Did you see the link up play?
I'm not against Fulham,
But
bro. Yeah,
but
this ain't Fulham.
Atletico is a different team, though, bro. Atletico is a different team, bro.
I would argue to
That's
say they are a better team for sure.
like they're not just gonna sit back and let you do all that. They're going to be times where Atletico are going to come out, press you guys, and how they pressed. To be honest with you, how they pressed you guys in that first leg.
Oh, that little 20-minute spell, that was dangerous.
Yes, bro. That was a and they might end up doing knowing them, they
We got
might
to
end
be
up doing it again, or they might
smart.
just go for a draw and go to penalties. I don't know. Atletico is finicky when it comes to all that type of stuff. But
I think
I
Timber's
mean,
When
gonna
you
be
are at
back
home,
tomorrow, hopefully. That would be
you said
nice
what?
because I think Timber's gonna be back tomorrow, hopefully, because that would be a big step up from Ben White. Ben White's a little shaky right now. He's out of form.
struggling, bro.
Yeah, you see him like it doesn't look like he can run. Like he just looks slow and his legs are
No,
heavy. He
he's
hasn't
done.
been playing, so
He's done. You need to get rid of
That's
him.
true. Who, Ben White?
yeah, he looks a little leggy. Like
I mean,
James
you know,
Bond.
he hasn't actually played in God knows how long. What it's been how many years since he's had like a real full season?
I'd say 18 months.
I think it's even longer than that. I
Definitely
would
could
say
be.
it's longer than that because you know I can remember the last time I've seen him play a whole season or even half a season.
What do you guys think of Eze right now?
I mean, I would say I think he should start over Odegaard.
Agreed. I mean, I think he's struggling a bit to find the Eze form that we're used to, but man still comes in clutch. I said it in the chat the other day. I love him. I hate where he plays, but you know, man is a game changer. You're gonna need him on tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he's stepping up into form. It was definitely slow at the beginning. He looked lost. That's why he was on the bench. But
And I think that's more Arteta's fault that it was as slow as it was. I mean, you know, not really knowing where to put him, thinking that Odegaard still had something left in the tank. I mean, you know, you started him on the left wing in the beginning of the season, bro. Like, for what? Man is nasty in the middle of the park.
yeah,
I guess he wanted that. I guess he wanted to be able to, you know, play multiple playmakers at once, but I don't think Eze has that type of speed to be on the wing. So.
Nah, I agree. But I would say, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe Odegaard at his peak was more dangerous with the passes, but not anything besides that. Creativity, maybe.
mm-mm.
What,
I mean,
two?
he used to get like a nice far post shot off every now and then.
Yeah, but not consistently, not against the big teams, not when you needed him the most. I mean, I'm surprised is he back for how much he's got left on his contract?
2 years probably.
Get that man sold
He
immediately.
looks tired. He doesn't look like he's from the same place that Haaland's from. It's impossible. Like he needs to get on Haaland's back. Someone said Haaland goes to the farm and gets fresh beef and steak, and Odegaard's eating McDonald's.
Well, what are you calling though for tomorrow?
I mean, it depends on It depends on honestly. It depends on Arsenal. It depends on how if they're going to be able to attack the way that they attack this weekend. If they can do that, then it's possible. If they're going to be stagnant in their offense like they really were the first leg, then they're going to have trouble because all I see is Atletico maybe just holding out and just going. I don't think Atletico minds going to penalties. I don't think Atletico minds going to penalties against Arsenal.
I agree completely. You know, the one thing I would say that we didn't see last game was Alvarez show out. I think he could be ready to do something. I mean, he's been showing out all season and really had a quiet game. I was quite surprised. Not to say that, you know, Saliba and Gabriel didn't shut him down. I mean, I just didn't see him get on the ball that much.
They had a lot of openings. No, let's be real. They cut through the defense a couple of times. You know, they're just going to finish. Lookman hit the target. Lookman was hitting Raya in the chest with the ball. They were hitting it wide. If they were more clinical, that would have been a different game. So we did get lucky in that on that little 20-minute spell. But after we weathered that, you know, what else?
I mean, yeah.
Solof's not going to come in and do anything.
I don't know. I don't rule that guy out. That's why I was actually surprised. I was actually surprised he didn't play him last game because the ending of the game was, especially when they took Alvarez out, was tailor-made for him. All Atletico really had to do was just, if they put Soloff in, all they had to do was really just catch you guys on counters and just get the ball into the box for him. Because at the end of the game, it started getting kind of wide open to the extent where both teams were just coming up with opportunities. And Soloff does thrive in that type of situation where he could just stay on the line of the defense and then catch a team on counter and then boom. So I mean, I won't just rule him out.
I think
I see him going much more direct tomorrow. I see Sorloth starting and having either Alvarez or Griezmann come off of him and hopefully collect something close enough, you know, to the box that he can make something happen. And then of course you got Lookman coming off the side as well. I mean, that's a dangerous pair, especially if you can get anything out of Sorloth, you know, aerial wise. I guess we'll see. I think they need two of them, but two Sorloths up top. Saliba and Gabriel are pretty big dudes.
What are you saying, Justin? What's your prediction?
I'm gonna go tie. I'm gonna go 1-1
Into penalties.
into extra time and into penalties. Yeah.
Arsenal go through.
If he goes to penalties, I don't see Arsenal going through.
Why don't you see us going through?
I hate to say it, but yeah, I would see you guys scraping by your skin of your teeth, bro.
Okay, so
5-4 in penalties.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see.
We will find out. We will find out. But
because Atletico have a lot of good penalty takers. Atletico have good penalty takers.
We have season
that are consistent. That are gonna. I'll give you Gilchrist. I'll give you Gilchrist.
The only one I wouldn't want taking a penalty is Manny Madueke.
That's the only person you don't want.
Nah, Manny Madueke looks like one of those. I can't even say it.
Take him off in the second half, bro. That man is trash.
It's like a headless chicken. I told you he's an attacking Juan Bissaka. That's what he is.
with way less output.
And he gave us a couple goals this season. But either way, Arsenal go through. Whoever goes through the next round,
they lose anyway. Whoever goes through is not winning. I'm sorry.
We ain't seen each other in a minute, bro. How you feeling about that, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. After watching those two teams play on the other bracket side of the bracket,
Yeah,
I don't see no other team beating those teams, bro.
I agree.
I don't.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
Arsenal's not making it if they make it through. I agree. I mean that it'd be the best defense against the best offense, and we'll see how that
Like,
goes. But
if you guys play Bayern, I'll give you guys a chance. If you guys play PSG, I don't know if I can give you guys a chance for PSG.
Yeah, I agree to that as well, but I don't think I'm not gonna say anything. PSG
yeah,
look more scared.
just say something. Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna say
go
nothing.
ahead.
No,
Yeah,
you
say
see what I
it.
put
Go
my head
ahead.
up? You see my header right down there?
Really?
Oh,
Hey,
my
Okay.
if we win the whole thing, ours is gold.
God.
Imagine.
If you guys win the whole thing, we won't hear the end of it for 2 straight years. It'll be Saka's
2 years.
better
That's
than
it.
Pele.
2 years.
Freaking, it'd be the
That's
worst
the
thing to
rest of
ever
his
happen to
life.
football.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lifelong step, bro. To be gold. Come on now, bro. What?
He's gonna claim that for the rest of his life. There's no
It'll be the
telling.
worst
Gold
thing to
bullshit.
happen to football in the history of football since World War One.
PSG Bayern. Dangerous. Elise,
I got Bayern going
Dembele.
too.
Monsters, bro.
I'm gonna have to go with.
Only
might have
because
to go
Bayern are playing at home.
I'm gonna have to go with PSG.
Luis Diaz Cavarskelia.
Yeah, no doubt,
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna save this towards the end of the show, but I have some hot takes. But but I think
Is it
PSG.
Cavarskelia being Ballon d'Or, one of the best?
No, I would say
Harry Kane.
I'm going to
get
say
Ballon d'Or.
this: the people that we have as the top wingers are not the top wingers in the world.
No, that's not a hot take.
So I'm talking about the Yamal take, the Vinny take, bro. Kvaratskhelia is better than right now. Kvaratskhelia is better than both of them. Olise is better than both of them. Who else?
Dembele.
Dembele. I mean, I think Doué is getting up there. I don't think he's there yet, but I think if he keeps
Does Dembele get enough respect as Ballon d'Or winner? You think?
No,
just like
I don't think so.
Conversations this season, talking about him. Does he get as much respect as he deserves?
I don't think so, because there's no reason why we shouldn't. There's no reason why we shouldn't be talking about Dembele as one of the best players in the world right now. First of all, if you really want to think about it, he's the most talented player right now. He's the most talented player, maybe between him, Olise, and Kvaratskhelia. And the reason I say that is because this man, if you watch that Bayern match, what's Dembele's dominant foot?
Right.
No, he's
you would think he's right-footed. He's left-footed.
Yeah.
No, he's right-footed. He just shoots better with his left. I watched the interview.
Are you serious?
His right foot dominant, yes.
Are you sure, Steph?
Hold on.
Fact check that, man.
Fact check. Talk.
Yeah.
FIFA's got him as left-footed.
They do. FIFA does have him as left-footed.
Really?
Left foot dominant.
Yes, FIFA do have it. That's why that match against Bayern Munich was so impressive with me, because he was mainly using his right foot that whole match.
Yeah, I mean, he's five-star.
If you look at it, he was mainly using his right foot. That when he was crossing from the corner, right foot. When he was crossing on the edge, on the side of the box, right foot. He even took a lot of shots with his right foot.
I like, we're hyping that up, and that's like, it's so beautiful to see a player be so great with both feet. I've just always had it in my mind that if you're a professional football player, that should be the standard. Like, you practice every single day. Like, you should be that good with both feet.
Agreed.
You know, but
I agree. When
you see Dembele, it's just like it's on a completely different level.
Exactly, because we can agree Olise is a top winger in the world, but how
He's
many
a-
times do you see
he's
him?
another one.
But how many times do you see him use his right foot? Jamal's the same way. How many times do you see him use his right foot? Vinny, how many times do you see him use his left foot? So for me to see, and it's him and Kvaratskhelia, those two, and I think that's why they work so well together is because they can use both of their feet. And somebody was mentioning this. I was watching a
You
guy
can't
talk
see it.
about football.
Left foot preferred.
Yeah, left foot.
Left foot.
Preferred left foot. I was watching this guy. He was talking about wingers. He said, if you're a winger, you should be able to play both sides of the pitch.
I think if you're a real professional, you should be able to play both anyway.
But how many wingers can do that though?
Very few.
So
That's
I mean,
why we started this whole cutting inside and shooting thing, because the inverted. What you got over there, Steph?
Not many. Yeah, no.
You trying to say something, Steph?
I ain't saying nothing, bro.
it sounds like he's trying to big himself up.
You know he is. He's like, I can use both of them. I promise I can.
Hey, y'all said it. Shit.
I can kick with my left too, you know. But, I
Go
agree.
ahead.
I mean, to me, the standard of being professional is being able to use both feet, being able to shoot not only with your left or trap not only with your left, but also with your dominant, whatever your dominant and your weak foot happens to be. And of course, we understand that those anomalies are going to come along. I mean, I never saw anybody as good as Ryan Giggs with his left at times, and then Messi comes around and then Bailey comes around, and it's just like, man, there's definitely exceptions to the rule, but as a professional, I don't understand how you could make it to be professional without being able to use both feet solidly. And that's just a personal take.
I totally agree.
Well, since we're talking about Champions League, right? You know, we need to congratulate Josh on being back in the champs. You know, we haven't spoken about his team
Oh,
in
yeah.
a minute, and now look at them, comfortable in third, potentially second.
Not possibly.
Also,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
you
I'll leave
know,
that up to y'all.
how you feeling, man?
Bro, I already told you we overachievers this year, homie. I never thought we'd be anywhere near the top four, and look at us. I mean,
so does Carrick
Harry
is
Kane.
Carrick still on the? Is
Harry
Carrick
Kane.
still need to leave?
I knew that was gonna come up. I still say
Harry
no.
Kane.
I still say no. I love Carrick. This still eats me up. I say no. Unless he wins the Premier League, I'll give him second. If he comes in second, give him the job. If he doesn't win or come in second, there is a part of me that wants to give him the job. Of course, what he's done has been nothing short of what a manager is supposed to do: come in, steady the ship, make the right decisions. The football for me is not expansive enough. It's not at times good enough. Can it be? Man, he would have to have serious money to turn where some of the problems are in our system around. He would have to have $500,000 or $500 million. And are they going to trust him with that? I highly doubt it. I think at times he's a yes man. I think at times his football is lacking. But the other half of the coin is he knows what it takes to win. He knows what it takes to perform at United. He knows what it means to be a United player. I think he's got a lot of backing from a lot of people deep in the club that he should have the backing of. But I said in the chat the other day, I'm afraid. I'm man enough to admit it. I'm afraid of Ollie 2.0. I'm afraid you give him the job now as a full-time manager, and we are sitting ninth by Christmas next year.
Because what does that look like with this squad in the Champions League?
You think, yeah, we're overachieving now. I don't even think we'd make it out of group stage. We'd be done. I mean, I guess it just depends on what pools we got and what group we came in, and of course with everything changing since the last time we've been in there, I don't know. I mean, you got Casemiro, you've got, I mean,
Well, Casemiro's
someone
gone
to
after this season, though.
agreed. So you got
He's
to
going to
replace him.
Miami.
Yeah, I heard that as well. And then you've got to get someone in there that can. I don't know if you can take it from Manu. I love seeing where Manu's at right now, and I
What
think
a
he's
baller.
absolute class.
What a baller.
Absolutely, and so, but you've got to get someone in there that can challenge, if not take it from him. Bruno's spot on. As long as I think we need a
He needs
traditional
some
left
help.
winger, huh?
Bruno's going to need some help because he's, what, 32?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I personally, I always thought that's where Kuna came in. I thought that was the reason why we brought Kuna in. So when he does leave, boom, you've got that sitting right there, which is a great shadow striker option. Maybe the passing's lacking at times. The decision making is not the same as Bruno's, but Bruno had to grow into that. But he's always been that risk taker, so that's eventually got to be replaced. So you need a left winger, you need a second striker, someone that can come in and challenge for the role, if not take it. You need a left back. I think you need a dang right back. I think you need a left-sided center back.
There's
I mean,
8,
that's
9
what.
players.
Yeah, I mean,
You need a whole team. That's what it sounds
Right,
like.
You're
right.
talking about a whole secondary team, yeah. Because honestly, after the top 11 that you have in there, and 2 or 3 kids on the bench, you've got nothing else beyond that. So yeah, you need a second team to come in there, and not all 18 and 19-year-old kids.
I mean, the shows because you need so much depth to perform in the Champions League. Aston Villa doesn't
Absolutely,
have that. And look how strong they started to where they're at now. They don't.
absolutely. And if you take that team in the Champions League, you're not going to survive.
Newcastle suffered the same.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't strengthen where they needed to. They didn't put good enough depth on the bench, and look, they're going right back down. So that's what we don't want, right? So you got to spend $500,000 at least.
You said down. All I could think about when you said down. You know.
Do I?
When you said down, all I could think about was one thing. When you said down, you know, Tottenham.
Tottenham going down.
Oh.
Well, I mean, they're out. They're outside the line at the moment, but
That's
only
right. They
by a
pulled up
point.
one against Villa.
Yeah, I think they're only out by a point. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't have a problem if they go down.
I see. I just wanted to wrap
Bring
up on the
Van de Ven.
Prem. What's up?
Bring me Van de Ven. Then we'll talk.
Hey, clear out that team. That's a nice pickup. Yeah. Christian
Absolutely.
Romero too. Might as well take both of them. Nah.
Nah, I think he needs to go. He's too much of a hothead for me. But I'll take Van de Ven all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Yeah. So since we were in the Prem, wrap up with the Prem. Since we've been speaking about it much for a while, what y'all think about Chelsea too? We're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you, Mo. We're gonna have a whole 15, 20 minutes for Real Madrid. We're gonna get to you. Chelsea, what y'all think about them?
They may be
It's
worse
their
than
place right now, I
Arsenal
think.
bottle jobs. How much over $1 billion spent? Bro, that's crazy. I hope Garnacho's enjoying it. That's all I gotta say.
9th place. That's where they're at. So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
You better fire that owner, the board,
For
and
a Chelsea
everything else in
team.
between.
That's crazy for a Chelsea team. That's definitely crazy for a Chelsea team.
well, guess what? They'll win the Conference League next year. You know,
Yeah.
have another European badge to rub in our face. That's so good. Spain.
Yo. What you got, Momo?
Español. La Liga. Primera.
I mean, we're supposed to beat Espanyol. I mean, I'm not overly impressed. I mean,
Wait. Fill me in. What happened?
oh, we won 2-0.
Oh, you beat them. Okay.
Yeah. We beat Espanyol. Yeah, we beat Espanyol. The first half was terrible. Second half, it got better. Vinny showed up in the second half. He did his thing. Jude Bellingham had an overall game. I think he had the best game from beginning to end. That was they look good. I mean, I think they should end like as I said, they should look good against Espanyol. Espanyol is a mid-table team. Um, but we have so many issues in our team that it's an ego problem in our team that we need to handle. And it's not. And I know everybody's going to say is Mbappe. Mbappe is a problem. Yes, he is, but he's not the only problem in the team.
Can I
Agreed.
talk about the little thing I saw on social media?
Go. What were
How
you saying?
so Jude Bellingham, right? Because apparently the players are salty. Mbappe is injured, right? First of all,
Yeah, he's injured.
injured. So while on injury, he's taking his girl on vacation to like Italy or something like that. When he's meant to be
Hmm.
resting, being at camp with the boys.
I mean, but
So
that's not a big deal for me.
for you, but what about the chemistry of the team? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about egos. If one man is moving on the
Militao did that this season. Militao has done that.
is Militao more
Vinny after losing, I think an international match instead of coming back to Real Madrid to come practice with everybody else. He was in a he. I think he was in a. I think he was in America at a basketball game.
so this is what's going on. So there's everyone is doing what they feel like they should do, but when one other player does it, Mbappe, there's an ego clash because apparently then Jude Bellingham is doing the picture of the team after the win, but no Mbappe. You know, are we
No,
I
looking
mean,
deep
Mbappe.
into it?
I mean, I'll say this. Before even Mbappe came, you was hearing me say, I was like, we don't need Mbappe. You remember I was saying what we really need is a striker. We need a real number 9 striker. That's what we need. That's why I really wanted Real Madrid to go after Holland from when he was at Dortmund when he had that release clause, and we were actually supposed to get him, but Real Madrid were like, "Nah, we're gonna wait and hold out for Mbappe." I didn't really want him, but now that we have him, I mean, we have him now, so there's nothing we could do, and it's not like we could sell him if we wanted to. So
Hell
I
no.
mean,
He'd
because
make
who's going to
Real
buy
Madrid go
Mbappe?
broke.
Nobody's going to buy Mbappe because we're going to have to sell him for at least maybe like 200 million.
Choke full.
Nobody's buying him. Yeah, nobody's buying him. So my thing is, our Real Madrid's real problem, this especially for the past 2 seasons, is that we have too many players that play the same position. We have a plethora of wingers. We have a plethora of number 10s, and how are you supposed to really how are you really supposed to gel with that team? Because Mbappe, let's be real, no matter how many goals Mbappe scores as a striker, he's not a striker. He's nowhere close to a striker. He's just a prolific player that can score a lot of goals for you. When you have two players that are natural wingers, and you play them at the same time, and they play the same position, and you're trying to play them at the same time, you're going to get what we have. This is honestly looking like, and I've listened to a guy. His name is Madristo. I believe that's how you say it. Madristo. I can't remember the name of the rest of it, but he lives in Spain. He talks about Real Madrid, and he's right when he said this. He said this Real Madrid squad is looking like the Galactico squad of David Beckham, Figo, Ronaldo, and all of them, where you just really had the same players that played the same position trying to fit them on it one squad. And I just don't think it's going to work. And then the egos is another issue. The egos is another issue because it's like I said, it's not just Mbappe. Vinny has the ego.
What do you guys vote again?
Car-
No trophies again. What's the
well,
next
I'm
one?
hearing we might end up getting
Jose?
Oh,
Jose.
I heard
Clapper?
that
I'm
rumor
hearing we
too.
can, and
Senor
I would.
Clapper?
Mauricio.
Funny enough, I would love it.
Zizou?
No.
For
I don't
Jose?
want Zidane. I don't want Zidane. I don't want Klopp. I want to be honest with you. I really want us to get Jose. I honestly want us to get
Structure,
Jose Mourinho.
discipline, defense.
And that's the reason why. People don't realize people want to give Zizou all the props for that Real Madrid squad. But if you guys remember, who was our coach before then?
A lot of it was down to Jose.
And he was the one that brought in Pepe. He was the one that brought in all of the players that we have at that time to end up morphing into that three-peat Real Madrid squad that we ended up having. So I think that if we get
structure and then you let the players play free, it's already set up.
Exactly. So I think he'll be able to whip. I think he'll be able to get rid of all this egos and whip all of the players into shape. And I honestly would love that. That would, if we get Jose, I would love it. I would love it.
Okay.
We shall see. Lads, I want to do a poll. So we can get some interaction. Do y'all have any ideas? Any hot topics?
The hottest topics is who's going through on the Champions League.
That's
gonna get
or at the end of the season, who should win the Ballon d'Or?
Mm-hmm.
Should Real Madrid reunite with Jose Mourinho?
That's another one.
I'm gonna put that one. We'll start light just to get some, interaction, and then we'll go from there. Let me see if I can put it up. What was it? Should
Real Madrid
reunite?
Reunite. Sorry, with Jose
Mourinho.
And like I said, I would love. Oh my goodness, that would be the best. That would be the best for this team. This would be the best. That would be the best.
He's a bit of a disciplinarian too, so a lot of that stuff that you have going on, you probably wouldn't have going on for long.
Right. Because I think the reason why the players are having these type of issues is because deep down I don't think they respect the coaches that are there. I don't think they respected Xabi, and I don't think that they respect Arbiola.
Well, I can agree with that. Yeah, I mean, Arbiola hadn't done it anywhere. Why would you respect him? You know what I mean? You gotta prove. It also comes down to man management at that club too, man. I mean, you're not teaching those guys anything anymore, and a lot of the times with the biggest clubs, like that's the other flip side of the coin is they're not there to learn anymore. They're there to make their money. They put in their dues. They're there to make the money, win the championships, whatever it takes. But at the same time, they want their legacy, and you got to get a coach in there that can handle that. And the last two, you haven't.
That's true. But my thing is that it doesn't make sense. If you want your legacy to grow, then you have to win.
Agreed, but you have to get rid of the shit that needs to be gotten rid of too. So whether that's a player that is causing problems, or whether that's a situation where you've got two players causing problems for each other because they play the same position. Honestly, I think he comes in there. I think he gets rid of Vinny. You're not taking.
Honestly,
you're not taking. Vinny over Mbappe.
No, because the thing is that, and I get it. Real Madrid fans, or let me just say, Vinny fans of Vinny are going to say that's crazy. But if you look at it, who's more consistent? You have to, like,
at this
Vinny
point
gives you. Yeah, and Vinny gives you moments. Vinny gives you a lot of, he gives you good moments. He gives you great moments. But is Vinny the type of player that's going to boss the game from beginning to end? I don't think so.
It's like you started the show. There's way more wingers out there better than Vinny right now. More impactful.
Yeah.
Maybe not better, but impactful in the game. So
no, I can even say like Kvaratskhelia. That dude. Honestly, if you really just sit down and watch his games, that dude is a monster.
Yeah,
That dude-
the hunger for it. Him and Diaz, Liverpool. Like we've been talking about this for a minute. Liverpool's biggest mistake was letting go of Luis Diaz. They lost that hunger.
That's
They lost
true.
that tenacity. You need an engine. Kvaratskhelia, Luis Diaz, them boys are beasts.
Did you
No,
see
Vinny
that
didn't
like
do
that
that.
that goal from Diaz where Harry Kane lobbed it over the top? Do you know how hard it is to score that type of goal? First of all, you had to control it.
Beautiful control too.
Right. Then he faked the shot. He faked the shot. While the ball was still.
He had that man on skates too, bro. Like he had all the time in the world. He knew he was gonna score.
Man,
it was shake and bake.
It was beautiful to see, man. Like you see stuff like that, and you're like, bro, like I get it. We like Real Madrid is one of the best teams in the world. Barcelona are one of the best teams in the world. And yeah, Yamal is one of the best players. Vinny's one of the best players. Mbappe, but when you start looking at all these other players, you're like, and you just look at, and I'm not even talking about like their scoring ability. I'm just talking about their technical ability. The way that they're just
tenacity before they even touch a football. There's like a certain like energy a player gives off. Like this man's gonna give you trouble no matter what. Just chasing you down nonstop. They're hungry for the game just to win and beat you. That's what I love about it. Luis Diaz is a beast.
He gets back too. Kvaratskhelia gets back too.
You know what I
that's
mean?
one thing that we've been saying for years. Vinny does not.
It's the same thing we say about Holland when he's chasing people back on defense. That when he tucks his head down and like that's scary. We love to see players like that. I don't.
He did it. He did it today. He did it today at the end of the game.
That's what you need, a player like that that's going to pull you in your lowest moment. Real Madrid, there's not.
We don't have that. We have midfielders that'll do that because Valverde will do that in his sleep. But when you're pressing, especially when you're pressing, you need all 10 players pressing at the same time. You can't have two people not pressing and then everybody else pressing. You can't have two people just like they'll lose the ball and then they stand around looking like, oh, what just happened? You can't do that. Like people want to always talk about Cristiano's like goal scoring ability and everything, but people forget that when Cristiano was at Real Madrid, he was defending. He tracked back, tried to collect the ball. He made sure that his presence was felt all around. Now it's just like, oh, because I have to score goals all the time. Now I need to chill on defense, and it can't work like that. So I mean, you're right. I mean, there's so many other. I mean, even Harry Kane, man. Harry Kane has always been nice, but surrounding him with other quality players just shows how nice he really is. Honestly, so I mean,
as a neutral in that game, it felt nice to root for the man. As my England striker, I was so hyped for him, bro. Like, and I could never do that when he was at that other team. So happy for him. Do we want to? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
I was gonna wheel it up. I was gonna say we want to wrap it up here and call it for another night.
Indeed.
You got one more to add.
I'm set.
Nice little episode to be back. I'm sure the people missed us. So we got some stuff. I need to figure out how to add a video to this, because when you were talking about Ronaldo, it made me think of this reel I watched on Instagram today that talked about it was the GOAT debate, right? And it's like, as much as Messi is technical and he's a phenomenal player and he has all these records, the assist record, second in goals all time, there was a feeling that Ronaldo gave people that, surpasses all of that. Just seeing Ronaldo shoot from midfield, so I'll post that video next time and we can get into another GOAT debate, because why not? They're still balling.
Okay.
The World Cup's coming up, we got a lot to look forward to, boys.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is
true. So, Josh,
Yes, sir.
We back on hooligan time, So the video will be
Indeed.
posted. Come, I don't know, fans, box seats.
Soon.
Just come watch us on Sundays at Wolves Indoor. Mo's
Soon,
back
my
in
friend.
town, so we're gonna be podding more. We're
Yep.
gonna be back live. You didn't add a header to your name, bro.
Mo the Great.
Mo the Great. Lads, so next time,
Later,
Yes,
boys.
sir.
peace out.
Peace.